What's up, YouTube? It's GhostCoo566 here. Making a video update. I don't know why I keep on saying update, but it's a video on my quick draw, but it's just different strategies of the deck. Some of them are some of them may seem basic or nothing too fancy, but I'll get into the really more difficult ones I guess in another video. But it's just I made this because sometimes I see people play quick draw wrong. Not necessarily bad, but they can just do better plays. And because most people just send me messages or in locals will come up to me and ask me, especially all last format, oh, you're still playing quick draw? Why play quick draw? And then they always come up to me and see when I win, they're like, oh, how do you do it? And it's not that okay, it's not that you have to be the best player, you have to have all these great shiny cards or whatever it is, but it's just you got to know you have to have the understanding of the deck and know how it plays. Like just know the outs, what you cannot do. And before you do a play, just look at it and realize, okay, if I do this play, will I have an out? If he drops JD, will I be able to handle it and be able to get out of it without minusing too many, or will I literally be able to get out of it? Not just beyond it, get back and do some damage. He just drops it again. Like just try to get out of situations. You always gotta think. I always say you gotta think for the worst. You gotta plan out logically for almost every situation, and almost always try to think of it as okay. He has a bottomless this and that. So I gotta play as if he had the bottomless. What play can I make? If literally you have no play you can do to get out of a bottomless, try to do the best for the situation, and think about it. If he has a bottomless, you're stuck anyways. So might as well just go ahead and do it because if not, you're gonna lose next turn anyway. So if your back's against the wall, you might as well go all out because you have nothing. You have nothing to lose. As long as it's done skillfully and as with as much, with as least amount of error as possible. So I'll be getting to more of these videos, but this is just like the first rough draft, I guess. So just some basic plays. Um, okay. I see some people do this a lot. They'll have Lone Fire in the field, and they'll just go ahead summon it and drop they'll just summon it and then just drop Titania, which isn't always the smartest play. It's not always just to go summon, thin out, bring out Titania, and go. You always want to have some protection for her because Titania on her own isn't the greatest because they'll just go. Well, before they used to go Brain, but they can always just go. I don't know, a Book of Moon and then something to her, or they can just synchro to kill her. Something like that. And she have protection for it, or at least have tokens. So, because Titania, you gotta realize when Titania has tokens, she is so hard to get over that she's gonna be something for at least 2 to 3 turns. She's gonna be there, having a field presence, poking your opponent, and them minusing because they're gonna have to try to find a way to get rid of everything. So the ideal time is to summon Lone Fire when you have a token or Dandelion on the field. Um, but sometimes it doesn't always happen that way. So one thing you can do is you can just summon Lone Fire, tribute to get out Dandelion Defense. You can play Monster Reborn to bring out Lone Fire, tribute off the Dandelion, tribute out the Dandelion to search for the other Lone Fire, which is over here. The other Lone Fire. By doing so, you get 2 tokens. Now, with the new Lone Fire you just brought out, you contribute it, the token, and then the token, to bring out Titanium. So, by doing this, yeah, you may think, oh, look, you wasted Monster Reborn, but you literally wasted 2 cards. The Lone Fire and the Monster Reborn. You wasted 2 cards to bring this big, intimidating field. And even then, you have 3 cards in the field, four cards in the field, 1 engrave. So ideally, even if they were to Dark Hole you, you'd be able to set a pot of average so easy. And this way, they're gonna have to get rid of these first, because they realize if they get rid of a token, you can just bring out another Dandelion. So if they kill one, next turn you can just tribute off the token, and then search out for another dandelion for more tokens, or if you want to save that, you can go into a spore. Either to sync for army arm, or just leave it as a plant token. Because there's no brain control, it really can't do anything to this card to synchro against you. So you can do different things with that card. So all that off of a Lone Fire and Reborn. Yeah, if the Dark Hole, you does suck because you have such an intimidating field. But you know, you realistically didn't minus anything. You kind of, you only wasted two cards. Reborn is a great card, I understand, but to sometimes just to have that big field is worth it. And even then wasting the Dark Hole early is not a big of a deal. And also that field, be very careful not to walk into a torrential. Like if you don't have any decent monsters in your hand, don't use Lone Fire. Just try to like swing a little bit with it. So yeah. Another way people play wrong with Dandelion. You never want to set this card unless you're setting it for a Caius or you're desperate. Because you don't want them to be able to Caius it or just do something deadly nasty to it, cross out or something. It's just not worth it. And also you want to save this for the quick draw because that way you won't have to minus so much to bring quick draw out. So you always want to hold on to this card unless you're gonna go for a play with Lone Fire against Caius or something you need. Like you just need your play set it. Just don't set it. I'd rather set a trap issue or a bottomless and end my turn than set a dandelion. Just cause there's no point. I just don't see the point of doing it. That way, when Quadra comes out, you'll be very rewarded because you held on to this, and then your opponent's card count will be low, and then you can just plus off of it with the tokens. Same thing with, I guess you can say, debris. Some people just like bringing this guy out and black rosing, but you just want to kind of hold on to the field, wait till the right time to blow up. Try to wait for the cold wave, the trap stun. That way you get the most plus out of it, and they won't stop it. Or also wait just in case you get a Stardust or a Scrap Dragon. That way you'll be able to freely plus off the tokens and keep on hitting your opponent or wait for a big move. And also you can just set it up with Foolish. You can do different things with that. Or yeah. Another thing, sometimes a good combo is to blow up the field and then follow up with tokens with a Spore. Because some people just use their Spore right off the bat, but you want to save this, use especially to follow up after a Black Rose or a quick draw after Black Rose, something, just because this is one shot, so you have that one chance to bring out Brionic or Goyo, and you pretty much have to make it count. So I would suggest if you do a cold wave or trap stun, mostly cold wave, and then you do a cold wave, and then you draw Black Rose, and then you can blow up the field, then move the plant to bring out Spore,